Hello friends and welcome to another colour along. Today we are colouring from asleep and we're colouring this page called Dragon Dreaming. We have our little dragon who's fast asleep in amongst parts of his treasure or her treasure. So here we go. I'm going to start with the treasure. I do have a sheet of paper and a sheet of acetate under this page. Oh look, that's a cute page. We did that recently. Just to protect what's below it, I'm going to start with this colour called Canaria yellow because I've got these coins and golden implements, so let's just do those coins. I've got another colour called Melon, Melon yellow. This is my Ohuhu range. And back to my Canaria yellow. And our Melon yellow. I'm just going to put little dots here and there to indicate like gold reflections and stuff. Yeah, let's keep going. This can be a gold chalice. Well, I hope you guys are all well. I did spend quite a bit of time on the weekend on Sunday watching Pen's tubithon, which was just so much fun. And, so epic to see all of the streamers doing their thing. I managed to drop in on quite a few just to see, and but I'll admit that I did go to sleep at night. So I think it started out in the afternoon here in Australia and then rolled on through. And I think Piggy Pens was hoping to get to raise $3,000 for cancer, for the cancer fund, but it's I think we've already doubled that. It's over 6,000 at the moment, and it's going to keep rolling all through February till February 28th. So if you didn't get the sheet, whenever you donate to that cancer fund through the Piggy Pens, you will get a receipt from Just Giving, and in that receipt will be a link to your free download of my illustration for the Colouring for Cancer event. All right, that's my gold. I'm going to do just a little bit of silver for the blade of that knife. I'm going to use this neutral grey 023 and a little bit darker. What's this? This is cool grey 042. All right, let's look at this dragon. I do want to introduce some gold elements. So this is lemon chiffon. My lemon chiffon is deciding whether or not it wants to remain alive. This is lighter yellow than the Canaria yellow. So I'm going to do the spines, dragon spines in that to start. And then I'm going to bring in my Canaria, which is what we used for the gold bits. And I'm just leaving the lemon visible in the top. And the other side on this, because it's light reflection, if you know what I mean. And this is the melon yellow. And what I might do is bring in my lemon chiffon and just sort of blend that all a little bit. All right, what I also might do is just put a little bit of that lemon chiffon into the extremities. So in this tail, I can do that lemon chiffon, but I think I want a red dragon. So I'm going to start my reds with a colour called light rouge. No, this isn't light rouge, this is chocolate pink. Oh, what am I thinking? Chocolate pink. So if I'm going to colour dragon in, chocolate pink's a great place to start. Simply for the name. I'm going to bring that chocolate pink up. All right, now I'm going to bring in my light rouge and bring that blend in. All right, light rouge. I'm going to leave some of the light for the chocolate pink for the underbelly and under the legs sort of thing, but let's get as much as we can in. You can't stop, can you, when you've got these markers going? But you can stop places like this. So there's a natural gap. So when I start again, that line's not going to really be noticeable. Right, quickly while that's wet, I'm bringing back the chocolate pink. Just working that a little bit into that light rouge. And we'll put it over here as well. Right, I'm going to do this just to see. This is light rouge. We'll start with that and then come in with our chocolate pink. All right, let's look at that. Those wings. I want some of that yellow to come through in the wings. So this is my. I'll try this wing first. Lemon chiffon. And then quickly we'll get our chocolate pink in. And I'm going to use the fine nib because I want to get it in the right place. I'm just lightly trying to blend that with the nib. I'm going to take that right down to this little cinch point here. And I want to bring that lemon chiffon back in just to get a blend really going here in the tips. Right, back to light rouge. And I think we play with our chocolate pink just a little bit, just to blend that. Right, I'm going to do the same to this wing with my lemon chiffon. And our chocolate pink. And I'm just going to fill that whole space in before I bring back my lemon chiffon to blend the edges. And then our light rouge. A bit of blending with our chocolate pink. All right, chocolate pink. Let's go for a little bit of a highlight down here. Then our light rouge. All right, this is the face of the dragon, and I'm bringing in a colour called, this is the Canaria we used in the gold. I just want to highlight some places on his face before I bring in my chocolate pink. And a light rouge. And I'm going to blend that just a little bit more with our chocolate pink. You just have that little blend under the eye, a bit more subtle. Where's my Canaria? I want to blend that snout just a bit more too. I want to actually have that a bit brighter. Put this in. And I think I need a little bit of that Canaria in this tail. Right, I've got my neutral grey 23. And I do want to just add a little bit of shadow to our elements. Right, I'm bringing in my polychromos, and I just want to bring in this colour called Deep Scarlet Red and start building up some redder reds for the red dragon. All right, just a little bit more under here. I'm going a little bit darker. This is a dark red. Just want to get that into areas on the back of the top. Yeah, I was meaning to do this pommel in a colour, so I'm going to do that dark red. And then bring back this deep red scarlet. It's like a ruby pommel. Sort of works in well, doesn't it? Yes, Russell, it looks great. Okay, what do we need? We need some sort of, I think I'm going to go with a red violet. Just wanted to bring in some red violet. Here's my T-Gal. This is my favourite sharpener. Because you can adjust the angle of the sharpening. So you can make it blunter or you can make it really long. It's quite a fun little thing. Okay, so this, let's see what this does. I think the bit of contrasting purpley bits will work really well in with our reds. Put a little bit of that up on the wings here. And I'm bringing in this colour called green gold. Some brown ochre. I think that's going to help us get some shadows in our gold here. Here we go. Yeah, but some of that in our dragon as well. All right, I think that's quite good. I'm quite happy with that. Oh, look, this yellow thing's here. That's disturbing, isn't it? Let's get rid of that. Just do some highlights. Why don't we do that? Let's put some highlights on. Drum roll for the jelly roll. I'm going to start down here and work my way up. I think that's enough highlighting. Put my jelly roll away. All right, this is another jelly roll. It's called Clear Star. And I think it's just got sparkle in it. It does. So I got this set. It's Jelly Roll Stardust. It's got all those colours, but it's like a glitter in the ink. And I'm using it. And this one's Clear Star, and I've not used it, but it just sort of drops the glitter on, which I think is going to be magic. Just going to add a little bit of glitter to our little dragon, some of our treasure. I really wanted to get these wings. The tips of these wings at least. Just put a little bit of magic into our dragon. Right, I'm putting away my glitter jelly roll. There was a point in my life, if you told me that I'd be using glitter jelly roll pens, I would have laughed at you. But here we are, using glitter jelly roll pens. I'm not ashamed, people. I'm not ashamed of it. All right, you could finish here because I think this is awesome. But I'm just going to play around with a bit of background because I do have my beautiful little Artex Oros brush nibs in my pastel set. I've got all these beautiful pastel colours. So I'm just going to pick like a nice mint blue and then maybe a Bailey beige light for the ground. Just see what happens if I put in a little bit of a background. Let's start with the sky. And I love these because they're so light. Now if you have got Ohuhus or whatever you've got, you just want a nice light, like a frost blue or something. You can match this. But I am playing with the brush nibs because I'm quite fond of them. They're really good because you can fill in a bulk space, but then when you get to details, you just take your pressure off and you can fill them in nicely. which is quite a thing really. You have to swap nibs. All right, now this is, sorry, that was 143, which is a colour called mint blue, and this is 304, which is a colour called barely beige light. Let's just have a look what that does. Yeah, it's just like a nice light earthy colour. And I'm going to employ my fill in the shape you're in scenario. Because I've noticed that these Arctic ones, they don't stay wet as long, say, as a Ohuhu would. So blending's a little bit more of a challenge. So if you're doing backgrounds, then just magic. What I'd have to do is get myself a set of, try out the Honolulu's from Ohuhu Honolulu, just to see how they compare. It just adds a little bit more depth to it. What else could we do? Well, let's put a bit of sparkle in the sky. I think we'd put a little bit of light yellow ochre, just a bit of texture into this ground. I don't think we need much, just a little bit. Maybe it's gold reflecting off. All right, well, don't do what I did and smudge everything. Left-handed people, let's just smudge everything they do. All right, it's finished. We're done. Guys, I'm going to say that's done complete. Dragon Dreaming. A sweet little glittery red dragon from Asleep. If you don't have Asleep, that's all right. You can grab the February Colour Club pack from rjhampson.com and colour everything we're going to colouring in February. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'm going to say goodbye for now, but I shall no doubt see you in another video. See you later, guys.